There's only a week left of the transfer window. Is there any other newcomers coming in? There's rumours of a few strikers.
I've seen this link with some players, and some players I've never heard of, got to be honest, and some obviously I'm aware of. Look, we've been public enough to say we're trying to bring another attacking player into the group. We've got some injuries. It's a difficult window, January, very difficult, and I think looking back now on the first couple of weeks, we'd rather bring Alex Pearce and Ben Marshall in with the competition we have for their signatures and the quality they possess. And to fall into sort of our structure, it's been phenomenal work behind the scenes to get them done. So I'm really pleased with that. And another attacking player to have that competition at the end of the season and that cover will be important for us. Is it guaranteed? No, nothing's guaranteed in January transfer window. But we'll be doing our best to be able to bring somebody else in.
News broke on Monday that you've offered Lee Gregory a new contract. Is there any advancements? I know it's only been a couple of days.
Lee's fully aware of my position as the manager and the club's position. We want him to stay, we want him to be here long term. There's been no real speculation around Lee, and I'd rather keep it that way, to be honest. We want him to stay, but there's a lot of factors into players wanting to sign contracts or club offering contracts, and a lot of it is sort of family, orientated. And Lee's a brilliant lad, great pro, excellent for me, and he's got a beautiful family, young family. So he has a lot to consider, and he's been honest enough to say he'll take his time with his considerations, and sort of we'll follow that as it goes for the rest of the season.
We're doing a daily section.
It's just daily, yeah.
Right. Okay. What's been the difference? You do this recent run since Boxing Day. Can you put your finger on how you managed to turn the season around, if you like?
We don't feel I don't feel we're in a position where we've turned the season round. We had a relatively good first few weeks, and then we had a spell where every error we made, the ball went in the goal, and I've never really had that before while I've been in charge, got to be honest. And this year's been the first time we had a dip in some players, individual players not being at their best. Certainly had more injuries than we've ever had, just unlucky ones, and it's culminated in us sort of not winning as many games as we should have done. Couple that with the amount of late goals we've let in games, it's put us in a position where we've not been used to being in sort of the lower half of the division. So it's been a good learning curve. Since Christmas, we took 10 points in 5 league games and beat Hull, and the league game we lost obviously was to Blackburn in the last minute, so that was a frustrating one. I think the players coming back from loan certainly been big for us. Bringing people like Ben Thompson back into the group, not just on the pitch, but his personality. He's very popular in the changing room with the boys. Having that competition for places, bringing Alex Pearce and Ben Marshall in, who are the two excellent players at this level, but are really good characters as well. It has boosted everybody, and we've got a long way to go. To get back to being our best that we showed the second half of last season, but we've certainly shown signs of improvement, and that just brings momentum and confidence. As we know in football, those two elements are really key. And I want to give the fans an occasion to be proud of their team, and we know Everton are a world-class team, world-class players, good squad, spent a lot of money. If they come and they're at their best, then it's a difficult afternoon for us. That's the beauty of the FA Cup.
Yeah, you got a good record against Premier League teams that are there in the FA Cup a couple of years ago. How do you feel the sellout at Den will help the occasion?
Well, it'll galvanise my players, certainly. Sean will be better positioned at the moment to tell you what it's like the last few years playing in these big occasions. I've had a lot of these big games last year with the league run, season before, or 2 seasons before that, with getting to playoff finals and good cup runs. So, the great occasions at the Den, it brings the best out of our football club. The fans will have a good build up to the game. They'll be excited, and they'll come and make a great atmosphere within the stadium, and the players will feed off that. And we have to make sure as a group that we give the fans something to feed off as well. And when the Den comes together in unison like that on the pitch and off the pitch, it's a very intimidating place to play. Whatever experience you've got, however good a player you are, it's very, very difficult to play in that atmosphere.
Um,
I mean, you proved a couple of years ago to a really good cup run. Did you take confidence from that?
Yeah, I think so. I think Sean will tell you, the players are always confident playing at the Den. Whoever you're playing against, when I played on the pitch in front of our fans, I was always confident that we could win a game of football, whoever it was against. I think the cup run for the players that are here will, in the history of our club, in the last 14, 15 years in this competition, definitely breed confidence in the changing room. But as we know on the day, it's about individual performances and collective performances, and we have to make sure that we compete man for man against Everton.